Hi everybody, welcome back to Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. I'm Oz, that's Jack.
Hey guys.
And we realized that we missed St. Patrick's Day. Since it's our first 2 months doing the video, we're trying to run behind, but we're getting some holiday stuff done. So, for a special holiday edition, we're going to do 3 dishes. And it's all going to be about St. Patrick's Day. So we're going to do our Ode to the Potato. Irish are going to love us. We're going to start with our mashed potatoes. You're going to need 2 pounds of potatoes, 2 tablespoons of butter, and 1 cup of milk. So wash your spuds, and wash. Now we are using the brown ones instead of the red ones, so forgive us, but we're American, so that's kind of what we get, and they're cheaper. So, all right. So you're going to need just a pot. I guess I used half a pot. I didn't measure it. Just got enough water to cover the potatoes you got. And because everybody whined last time, we're salting the water.
Actually salting water.
Yes, well, the potatoes miss their tropical island home of Idaho, and we're going to remind them of the sea.
Yeah, sure. Let's do that.
So, just put your potatoes in and make sure you got enough water to cover them all, and then you're going to let it come to a boil. I got mine turned all the way to hot just so I can burn myself, and it boils faster.
1 hour later.
Not even that long. Use a wooden spoon to keep it from boiling over. You can tell they're done when they start splitting like that, and when a fork goes in and out of them real easy. Once you're doing that, you need to drain that hot water. Use your strainer, holy bowl, whatever. And then once you get them in there, we're broke, so we got some forks. So just mash the living fuck out of it. The fork, just mash it down in there. Now we didn't peel those because, oh yeah, be careful with your fork. We didn't peel these because I like leaving the skins in them, and I'm lazy and I hate, throwing it out.
The skins are good for you. I think.
I
hope they are, because I just said that.
So once you do that, throw your butter in there. That's the 2 tablespoons and your 1 cup of milk just right in on top of it. Now, we didn't make any gravy for this one, so I added another tablespoon and a half of butter just so they're buttered mashed potatoes. That's the whole flavor that's going through. And then stir it around. I don't mind lumpy potatoes. You can stir it until it's just as smooth as possible. Or you can take a little bit of speed before you start stirring it, because that's what that looks like. Now, at this point, this is where you want to start adding your seasoning stuff. We put garlic powder, salt, and pepper in it. Yep. But if you got cheese, extra money for cheese or little pieces of bacon, or make the loaded stuff, chopped garlic is fine. This is when you put it in. Now, whatever you do, don't get the spices on the spoon, because Jack will have a conniption fit.
Look at those spices. They're just building up there. Oh, God.
They'll get mixed in eventually, kind of. Sort of, whatever. Just stir the thing with the wooden spoon. Get as lumpy or as smooth as you want it, but that's pretty much your mashed potatoes, right? They cost all $1.50.
Oh, it's about $2, maybe $2 max.
So now we're going to do the fried one. So this is really easy. We're going to need oil, potatoes. Go wash your spuds. It's like it's a con. You don't want to. No, just wash your spuds. So get in here.
Washing.
Pull these off. Now get you a sharpish knife and then slice these up. We're going to leave them like planks, not necessarily steak fries, right? Because they're just sliced potato. You can cut them thinner or longer, whatever. This was just easier way. I've seen them done in chunks and cubes and whatever. I do them this way because they're big, and if there's kids around that using their hands, they're less likely to drop them if they're that big and flat. Now, watch your fingers when you're doing this, right? It's really easy to cut through. It's dude, I think I'm going to do it. This one was too thick, so I decided to reslice it and got my middle finger. So, that sucks. So, you're going to need a whole cup of that oil. I know it sounds like a lot, but you can fry 3 or 4 batches of this in this.
That's a lot of potatoes.
Put it in your skillet, your frying pan, whatever you want to call it. Put it about medium high. Don't want to do it too high because this is flammable stuff. You can take it and get you a test piece when it's kind of bubbling a little bit, and you can kind of see here where it's bubbling around the edges. That means your oil's hot enough to fry. Go ahead and load them up. Now, be careful because if it's hot, don't be using open-toed shoes like I did. And this, again, is why I don't cook anything naked or in my underwear, because grease spatters around. And I don't trust myself not to drop hot grease on me.
Ow. I don't want to think that.
You don't want to put those whole set of potatoes we put in there, just enough to wherever the grease is touching or it's on it, and it'll cook it. Flip it over every now and then. If they're on top, the bottom ones are going to cook, and it's going to turn a nice golden brown color. Right? You'll be able to see it here. You can see where it's bubbling, frying around. If it's getting too high, getting too crazy, you can always turn it down. But that's what you want to see right there, is where it's actually frying. Now that's that color we're talking about, that brown color there. Now get your secret weapon, that paper towel and that paper plate. I'm going to get a lot of the grease off. You can pick these up as best you can, and let some of that grease run off your spatula.
Yep.
Right? This is not fat-free. This is enough to make your heart stop just by looking at it. You bite into it, you feel your heart slow down a little bit.
I can feel it from here.
So when you're done, get you a little bit of Tony Chachere's or some of this Lowry seasoning salt and like sprinkle it on there. Don't want to do it too much. When I was a kid, my grandfather used to make these, and he just put that low sodium stuff on it, so we load it up. Now we're on to the baked potatoes. These are easy. Again, spuds, need to clean, and you're going to need foil, and that's it. That in your oven. So go wash these. While you're doing that, go ahead and preheat your oven to 400. Bake, don't broil your potatoes. Broil potatoes are just like you left them out on a hot summer day. They'll just cook the top and look like Play-Doh. Make sure that's 400. Get it preheated. Wash those spuds. It's like it's third day potatoes. Make sure they're nice and clean before you start.
Okay, here we go.
All right, so then stab those potatoes. I don't know why my father used to tell me to do this. I don't know if they're like speed holes. We're making flavor holes in our potatoes before we put them in the thing. And to get those nice and poked, get you some aluminum foil. We cheated and got the small sheets instead of the one big long roll. It doesn't matter if it's shiny side or dull side. That just means one part was against the roller. So wrap it up, put it in there, poke more speed holes in the
Stab
thing.
it like you hate it.
I hate potatoes. This is what you've made me do. Wrap them all up, put them on your cookie sheet just as violently as possible to show them who's boss. And once this thing is preheated, put it in here. Now it's going to sit for like 45 minutes for an hour. Now, through the magic of TV and YouTube, it's not going to take us that long. But periodically go check them with a fork. Like go to stab them with a fork. If it goes in real easy and comes out like this, woo, yeah. Then those potatoes are done, ready to come out. You're ready to dress them with whatever you want. Butter, cheese, sour cream, pulled pork, whatever you got. If you got it broke, you put like some leftover cheese drippings and some butter in it.
Yeah, not a whole
So
lot.
there you go, potato. So there you go. That's our ode to the potato kind of stuff, and it cost us all of like $5 all total for everything that went in here.
Yeah.
You can do these as a standalone meal or not, and they're really great. But you can feed use just one bag of potatoes. You can feed like 12 people if you really want to get it. And there we go. That was our ode to the potato with all three dishes. I hope you can add those to anything else or standalone. Depends on what you like to eat. But forgive us for not wearing green because of St. Patrick's Day, because we missed it. And my family would most likely want me to wear orange anyway. So we'll catch you next time. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe on all our stuff. Find us over at Instagram at Living Between or on Facebook at Living Between Paychecks Kitchen. We'll see you next time.